I already did a video on the DJI power bank 1000 Ecoflow, I believe it's 1000 V2, and then the Jackery 1000. Those are like the little battery generators. This is what you have to do basically if you wanted to get the same thing. This is going to go in my motorhome. So I got my house batteries. Really only needed one, but they're lithium, so I'm going to put them on solar panels on the roof. And then the 24 volt. Now when you go on, and this is parallel, so this 4 batteries would be parallel, comes out 12 volts no matter what. You know, you have 3 12s or 4 12s, it still comes up 12 volt on parallel. So that goes in the back of the inverter, which in the front creates electricity. Now, if I unplug that, it would automatically go from like in milliseconds. But the power going through there now, that's what that little box is being charged. And then I'll probably put the light on too, but as soon as it's lost power or I unplugged it, those milliseconds would trip on and automatically turn on that light or turn on whatever, your fridge or whatever, instantly. There's a remote thing here too. I can put a remote on it. I really don't see a use for that being in the motorhome. So I got 4 12s, lithium still equals 12, because that's all that can go in the back of this. So the inverter does have 2 sections where I can put another plus and another minus. So I can take a 12 volt here, 12 volt down there, or again, 2 12s in parallel would be 12, 2 pairs. So that's going to give me longer run time if we should lose power, having no more batteries. You want it in parallel so it remains, no matter how you put this, 12 volts. And they got to stay 4 12s. So that big one right there is a 24 volt lithium battery. You can't put that in place of these 2 12s along with 2 12s. So if I took these out, put that 24 in there along with these, the 24 would take all the charge. There's a good chance it'll never reach the 2 12s. So like right now, this inverter is charging those at the same time. So right now this on, it's charging these lithium batteries. It's probably not the best thing because this is an old inverter and it's probably not going to charge lithium as well as probably the newer ones, but you can't beat the 5,000 watt. And with a surge protector and a charger built in, I'll probably end up powering off the 12 lithium battery charger. But like I said, you can't do, it's got to be the 12 12 12 12 or just 12 12. It can't be 24 12 12, because you're going to screw that up when it comes to charging them. You're end up in the end going to ruin your batteries. I mean, it'll take a while, but you'll do it. Now if I wanted to charge these using this is a 24 volt, no, this is only a 12 volt controller. So that would plug into this, and then these would go on the plus and minus of the batteries. And then with the sun, I'd be charging these. That's if I didn't have 110 to add to that inverter. Now on the MPPTs, these are actually better solar controllers, and it'll go 12, 24, 48, and it automatically adjusts for when it's doing it, and it'll read don't have it connected right, so I apologize for that. So it's 26, almost 27 volts on this thing for the 24 volt. And then, like I said, you can scroll through it. And then there's the temperature. And then there's also a thing in there for lithium, gel, different battery types. This one does it all. Plus it does from 12 to 48, I believe. Where most of these controllers, like this little one over here, is only 12. So it wouldn't work for this big 24 volt battery. So you can see how big and messy this is compared to the Jackery box or the DJI or the Ecoflow. So you got this little portable thing here. You just take with you, or you got to do this. A little bit more messier. So see if this is a good test. I got one of those sunlights for winter time, but it's coming off the power of this inverter because it's plugged in. That's being charged. It's all backup is the batteries. They're not doing anything but being charged right now. Everything's going through the wall. 110 in, 110 out, by no help of the batteries. The only thing the batteries are doing now is being charged. So when I unplug this, should have made an on-off switch, because I'm going to have to try to pull this plug. Alright, see if I can do it. And everything should instantly stay on, might flicker. Yeah, didn't even do anything. So I pulled the plug out. Everything stayed on. See, the light didn't even flicker. That's still charging. This is a little Temu. I got it from Temu. Take around, like maybe to charge your phone, charge a couple of my drones. Got a light socket, cigarette lighter socket. But everything stayed on. See how that worked? So right now it's running off the batteries. All you gotta do is, if you didn't want it on, you just flip the switch and everything goes off. So now nothing. It disconnected everything. All right, turn it back on. So right now it's going through the 12 volt. We got plugged in. This little light should come on, and it didn't come out. So why is it not getting 110? There it is. When I pulled the cord from the wall out, and like I said, I should have had an on-off switch. I have it temporarily put into that, underneath that little orange and black battery backup thing. I just have the wires tied in there, taped, but one of them came loose when I pulled that plug. But that's 110 and the 12 volt batteries. So it's about 13.5, 110, 120, and then I'm not going to leave this on all night. But the orange and black thing right there is being charged, so I'm leaving that plugged in overnight. And these lithium batteries, like you get in the Ryobi or today's battery operated weed whackers, etc. That's all this thing is. This is inside. There's a bunch of lithium batteries. and they're all rechargeable. So with this package, it would be too complicated to replace all the batteries. As you can see, everything's soldered on here. It'd be a pain to pull them out, but that's all it is batteries inside there, lithium. So you got a bunch of lithium batteries making up this pack, and then this is what you would be sliding into your charger. Batteries go inside there. There's the top. The bottom goes on. Slides on, so you see the one of those metal things will slide into your charger to charge over there. If you notice, there is a plus and minus on those, so if you really had to put something on here yourself, took the cover off, put your own chargers on here. This probably could bring these back to life. It didn't work for me, so it doesn't always work. You see that on the internet. So, and then same thing with your DJI lithium battery, except the drone batteries are more like sandwiched in flat pieces of layered in between the two. So if you pulled this apart, it would be like almost like pieces of lead inside here, flat pieces, not like the Ryobi thing where it's got actual batteries. So this thing was dead. I took it apart. Same thing, you got your chargers up here. They go into the charge controller. Plus and minus. Put a charger on there, brought this thing back to life. So just put it back together. And you can see on this one, lights light up, telling you it full recharge with the 4 lights. So I brought this one back to life, and now I have an extra battery pack for my drones. So that's back together. I'll glue it, lights up, charge. You just put some glue on the side and it'll be good as new. Now if you did these in series, add those up, it would add up 20, 20, 12, 24, 36, 48, and that would be 48 volts. And you still can't combine it with a 24 volt.